Hey everybody, this is Oscar from the Side Hustle Playbook, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some t-shirt testing. Got some new blanks from a company that we haven't used before. For the most part, we usually are going to print on Bella Canvas 3001, whether it's the standard solid or the heather. We also do quite a bit with Anvil, but had been seeing on the YouTubes here and hearing from other folks that they've been very happy with AS color. So I ordered some just to kind of check them out. And, for the most part, Bella Canvas has been, one of our favorites. One of the things that we like about it is the feel. It's a very soft shirt, especially when you go to the heather sizes. But sometimes you do get some comments about kind of feeling a little thin. That is a popular style right now. So it's one of those things where you're just gonna kind of have to give and take there, but was very curious, been really curious about the AS color. Have been seeing it on YouTube from time to time, and I ended up buying a shirt from another brand, and the tag on it was AS color, and I really liked it. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and order some, do some prints on it, see how it lasts. But let me actually pull the samples I'll be using here. Let's see, that's an actual Anvil. But here we're going to be doing some charcoal, and I think I have a black that we'll be using. At first touch, they're definitely, they have a soft feel to them, but they do feel a little bit heavier compared to like the Bellas and the Anvils. And not like heavy, if you go with like a lower cost shirt, sometimes you'll get like a heavier shirt, but it's very rough. These actually feel very smooth, very soft to the touch. Not as soft as I would say like a heathered Bella, but still it feels really good. So if you have folks that are maybe looking, want more of a sturdier fit, or, more of a heavier fit, but still want that softness, this might be the one to go with. So we're going to do some testing with it and see how this comes out. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and pre-treat these shirts on our Pearl PTM. I'm going to use Firebird, the FBX, tried and true, and I'm going to run it at 45. I just find that's kind of my golden number there. If I go a little bit higher than that, depending on the shirt, might come out a little bit stiff, or a little bit, you get a little bit of the crystallization. So I think 45 is a good number to work with. From there, we will be curing on our heat press. Been still waiting for the electrician to get out here so we can get our conveyor dryer back up and running. So we've been doing all our curing on our heat press. Still works good. It will be a good test though to see if we get any of the boxing, or see how that comes out, especially with the charcoal or that darkerish gray is always giving me a little bit of trouble. So this will be a good test to see how that comes out when we cure it, and we'll just kind of go from there and see how this comes out. All right, at first glance, this is the first one, the black. As you can see, there's a very slight shade from the pre-treat, but overall not bad at all. Pretty happy with this. It still feels, it still feels pretty good here. So let's go ahead and print on this one, and then we'll pre-treat that charcoal or that grayish one. All right, so for this design, I'm just going to use our Side Hustle Playbook logo. Um, so let me go ahead and grab that. We're using Anarip. So we'll throw this logo here. Since we are going to do it on a, let's say, black shirt, we'll go quality. I always like to go super fine. Usually I'll leave this normal, but I can't see my item here, so let's go ahead and enable the white underbase. We'll add a little highlight as well. Let's see here. All right, so we'll adjust this a little bit higher. Make sure we're centered. Let's see here. So yeah, I like to go super fine. We're going bidirectional. My color adjustments, I'll go to perceptual. White ink, we enable the white underbase, content based. Since it's all white, we'll leave that on. We'll enable the highlight with a 40 on the white adjustment. Everything else I'll leave the same, and then we'll go ahead and print this sucker out. All right, so here's the finished product on the print before we press it. Very happy with this. The white looks extremely sharp and well coated. So let's go ahead and press this bad boy and see how it comes out. All right, let's see how this looks. Very nice, very nice. Everything looks good there. Color stuck, white's popping, and I'm not seeing too much of the box here, so I think we're good on this one. All right, for the second one, you can see definitely that pre-treat, maybe the 45 might be a little bit much. We will, see how this comes out. Let's go ahead and just let it dry on its own for a bit before we start pressing it. And then we'll see how it looks once we start drying it all out. But I'm thinking this one might have a little bit of a box just from, the start of it or the look of it. This is one of the issues that I do run into with these type of grays, these charcoals. They're just a little bit tougher when it comes with the pre-treat because it is, it will darken that area a little bit more. But let's see what it comes out, and we'll go from there. All right, so you can see here on this one, there is a little bit of off color. It's kind of strange. It's almost like where the sleeve is, you can see that's closer to where the pre-treat is, but where the heat press hit, almost like it lightened it up a little bit. You can see it right there. See how you have like where the press was at, but the pre-treat basically kept the color, but where there was no pre-treat, and there was just heat, it looks like it lightened it up. So maybe it'll adjust once it cools down. But let's go ahead and keep moving forward, and we'll take a look once we're finally done with the printing and the curing. All right, so here's that second one. Definitely can see that box. Not really bad, but yeah, it's visible. So again, we'll see how it comes out once we cure it. But this is one of the things that we're always trying, our best to avoid or at least minimize. With this color, though, it's always been a challenge. So, but print itself looks great. The white is popping, so happy with that. So let's see how it comes out after pressing it. All right, let's see how this bad boy looks. So not bad. The print looks great. Very happy with the print. Just it's popping. Do get a little bit of discoloration there. Again, not like tremendous. So it could be something that'll wash out. Not 100% sure though on that. I'm kind of thinking this will kind of sit in there. So a little off coloring, but you know, overall not horrible. So let's go ahead and put them side by side and see what we're dealing with here. All right, so here's the side-by-side comparison. You can see on the black, it looks great. Not seeing any boxing there, which looks great. The quality of the white, I'm not sure you can see. It's not doing justice on the video here, but this looks great. It's, you know, bright, vibrant. You know, it looks almost like a silk screen. With plastisol, just so very happy with that. All right, you can see the charcoal, a little bit of discoloration. Doesn't look as bad as it did early on. I think with it cooling down is definitely helping, but you can still see it. So definitely something to be aware of. You know, that's a reason that I really don't offer a lot of shirts in charcoal, just because I have had the issues with that. And even with the conveyor dryer, maybe that would help because it would heat up the shirt all in one swoop. But I still think you would still see the box there. But just something to be aware of. But the print itself is awesome. I'm very happy with the quality. It feels, you know, just high quality. It's very vibrant. So definitely think that it helps having this high quality shirt. Yeah, so extremely happy with it. So you know, one of those things where the charcoal, you kind of know what you're getting into. It's always going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you know, the black looks great. All right, so as you can see, overall, I think the quality of the shirt is great from AS Color. Again, it was the staple tee that I was testing out. You know, the charcoal, a little discoloration here and there. You know, not as bad as I've seen with others, but definitely something you want to, you know, keep in mind if you go with that color. For that, you know, again, I usually don't offer charcoal, but that's why I wanted to test it, because I've been, you know, always looking for that one that we could use and get some better or more consistent results. But overall, I really did like the print quality. It looked, you know, just really good, filled in nicely, even to the touch. Just, you know, it felt really, you know, just solid, like I said, like almost like a plastisol print. So, you know, on that end, extremely excited about it. Definitely going to keep ordering and testing out more colors. So right now, the black I'm very confident in. Any of those other dark colors should be good. But, you know, will it be a complete swap over the Bella? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be a complete swap, because it is a little bit more expensive. You know, so it's not the same price or as the Bella Canvas. It's a little bit more pricey. But I am going to look at it for one of my brands that I have, you know, where I do want to make it a little bit more high end. You know, and I want the client, when they get it, like they can, you know, tell the difference in the quality. And that being said, you know, maybe charge a little bit more. So I should be able to make up that cost difference on the back end. So, you know, excited about it. I had been hearing a lot of good things on it, so I'm, you know, excited that it tested out pretty well for me. We will wash them out and see how they do, and if anything changes, I will let you know. But I'm pretty confident that they'll be good, especially since we heat pressed them. You know, once we get our conveyor dry, I'll definitely have to do some more testing and seeing, you know, making sure that we can cure it there. But overall, extremely happy. If you haven't checked out AS Color, you might want to give them a look. And again, like I said, if you're looking at more of if you're trying to do a higher end or try to be a little bit different than everybody else, because, you know, Bella is a great shirt and it's priced nice, but you know, everybody uses them, and you know, sometimes, like especially with the Heathers, they seem a little thin, extremely soft but a little thin. So you know, we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.